Hello everyone, this is Shining Noctiles, and tonight I figured I'd stream some more Final Fantasy XIV for you guys. Decided to take a couple of days of a break before streaming some more 14 for you guys, since I spent almost 50 hours of streaming in a week, and I know some people they can do that with no problems, but for me, I can only do it for so long before I need a bit of a break. But we're back, and yeah, figured it'd be good to stream it a little bit more, you know? So, let's see. So, this is... Where's this quest? Leaving this place for good. Is that the quest? Something strange. How do you unlock this quest? Oh, no. Actually, you know what? Let's do that last quest, and then let's unlock the dungeon. Why not? Let's finish these two quests. Hello, I don't think I've seen you before. I'm here to collect all sorts of leaves and flowers, just like my hero. I was looking for plants to add to my collection when a fiend burst out of the bushes and chased me away. I've only just caught my breath. I know it's a lot to ask, but would you mind helping me out? I'm looking for Nephiletta fronds, airness leaves, and some banana leaves. You should be able to find everything nearby. Okay. You're back. Did you find everything? Well, thank you so much. I'm annoyed I couldn't do it alone, but thanks to you, my living memory plant collection is complete. Have you heard of Nephiletta? People take the fronds and use them to brew an ice-warming tea. One of my books, liberals say that travelers and merchants used to drink it all the time before the war. Apparently, the second type of leaf I asked you to get, her narcy, is really bitter. I heard that they used a lot of old Alexandrian dishes. People must have had different tastes back then. And then there's banana leaves. In Tyrol, they use the leaves to wrap different kinds of fillings before cooking them. We'll see none. I've never tried it personally, but that's what my hero told me. I suppose I should also tell you a little bit about her. She had the loveliest long ears and used to talk with me all the time in Heritage Found. Remember, she once laughed at me for calling her Miss. She said she wasn't as young as I thought. She knew so much about plants and animals, and she'd tell me all kinds of amazing stories about her travels. I still remember what she said to me. Discovering new species is my life's work. Vidas trabajo. I heard that and decided I'd make my life's work too, but when I told her I wanted to go on an adventure, she said to wait until I was older and wiser and ready to stand on my own 2 feet. Well, after that I got sick, and in the end, I guess I wasn't being realistic. I was obsessed with the idea of collecting new plants and finding all sorts of amazing trees that I forgot about my health. Always been frail, you see. I wanted to visit Clera too, you know, the place they named this museum after. I read that the town is built on top of a giant tree protected by swirling sandstorms. Apparently it's on the same continent as Alexandria. Speaking of giant trees, have you ever seen any? During my time in the Black Shroud, I saw a truly towering specimen called the Guardian Tree. Well, I've never heard about that place. You must be a traveler just like my hero. Getting up on my idea of going on a big adventure, but after hearing your stories, I can't bear the thought of not living out my dream. I just wait. Just you wait. One day I'll see the world of all it has to offer. After all, there's so much more out there than my books could ever tell me. Alright. There I was beginning to think I was the only one left. Perhaps you'd like to join me for a moment or two. This place was once something of an unending dream, but by all appearances, the Riviera is finally over and well. To put it simply, I've been desperate to talk with someone. Feel like stretching your legs, why don't you come and find me by the bridge here in Blooms of Discovery? Oh, I'm glad you came. I'll get straight to it. How familiar are you with the nation of Limblum? Or with Alexandria? Precisely, Alexandria fought with its neighboring Limblum during the Storm Surge, and it was the latter who produced a dreadful weapon that wrought disaster. To focus on the spirit of conflict reveals a nation loved by the people of Alexandria. Yet, for much of the nation's shared history, Limblum was simply a neighbor, albeit one with rather different customs. Yeah, all this talking has put me in the mood for another wander. Come and find me when you're ready to hear the rest of my ramblings. Let's continue. Now, in many ways, a nation can be viewed as a culmination of technology and culture. I wonder where your interest lies. I consider myself a man of culture. Hombre de cultura. See, regardless of your affiliation, simply taking an interest in such matters is to be commended. Lundblom was always revered for its technological prowess. After all, this was a nation that revolutionized travel with the invention of the air cab and the airship. Designs that combined magic and machine to remarkable effect. Despite such advances, they held dear to time-honored traditions, among them the hunt. Festival of frenzied violence saw city streets awash with the blood of fiends, potentially released a sport for brave warriors seeking to prove their skills. A nation on the forefront of technological innovation, yet steeped in the wild vestiges of its past. An interesting duality, I'm sure you'll agree. Unless we get too comfortable standing here, I suggest we make for a late node area to finish up our discussion. Give me a moment. There we go. I'm sure you have your reasons for being here, just as I have mine. Despite that, you chose to humor this old woman, and for that you have my thanks. I've had a wonderful time talking with you. You might have gathered by now, but in my past life I taught history. When the time came to retire, I stayed true to my passions, began to study my family's past. As I traced my lineage back through the generations, I made quite a startling discovery. One of my ancestors was originally from Limblum. She had made her way to Alexandria around the time of the storm surge. The war broke out not long after she married. As far as I could glean from the records, instead of returning to her native land, she remained in Alexandria for the rest of her life. When I discovered my connection to Limblum, I pledged to learn more of our longtime foe. Although records were scarce, I dedicated what time I had left to my research, determined that at the very least I would remember the nation's fate. It's not too much to ask. I'd love to hear your thoughts about everything I've told you. Another grave reminder of the tragedy of war. You're quite right. If it weren't for the storm surge, my ancestors may have had the opinion of returning to Limblum one day. I must apologize. Knowing that this would be my last lecture, I got a little carried away, but I simply had to share this with someone. Little did I know that I'd be blessed with such an enthusiastic student. Studiante. You're a kind soul indeed. May the time you have left here prove fruitful and fulfilling. Alright. Might be able to sell the paint. Okay. Let me just fly through that area and then we're gonna go to Solution 9 to pick up the dungeon. I actually prefer it like this. It's kinda nice to see the skyline, you know? There we go. I think that's the end of it. Oh no, just one more area down there. Let me see, let's see. So this one's something stray in the neighborhood, okay. Gem, I've been looking all over for you. Apologies for the lack of pleasantries, but there's precious little time to spare. Curious anomaly has wormed its way into living memory, and we fear it could pose a terrible threat if left alone. Please, you must help us. Wonderful. Oblivion is lucky to count you among its allies. Let's convene at the Gate of Remembrance, and I can explain more there. But fair warning, you may not be able to recognize me at first glance. Okay, so... Okay, so where is she? Wait, Yaktaro? Daddy. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, this is the living memory, okay. Oh, ha, there you are, Gem. It's me, Nostalgia, surprised? The Zoology gone, Oblivion's been allocating its resources to an investigation of living memory. Utilizing Kawifa's technology, we developed remote control sentries operable from the backroom, so our surveys are both safe and efficient. To think that all this once lay at Everkeep Summit. I can't help but wonder if a shade of my father ever resided in this grand city of the Endless. Ah, forgive me, I did explain the circumstances behind this all. During an earlier survey of the area, I encountered one of the Endless. I claimed to be one of the citizens' caretakers and offered me a guided tour. I accepted, thinking I could conduct my observations at the same time, but that's when we discovered the anomaly, a rift in the very fabric of living memory. I'm sure you'd rather see it yourself to believe it, though. Let's make for the Esperance wheel first. Constancy at the end, unless who guided me, that is, should still be on duty there. Okay. A warm yesterday and welcome to you, my friend, or should I say welcome back. I had not expected you to return as our anomaly-selling volunteer. I do hope I was able to make your first visit to the Gate of Remembrance a special one. Your associate here informed me of what occurred afterwards, namely Her Majesty's regretful demise. You needn't fret, I harbor no ill will against you. I, for one, would not wish to remain endless at the cost of such terrible sacrifice to worlds beyond. Though your efforts saw the city's terminals deactivated, I somehow remain still. I am grateful for my survival, as it allowed me to discover this particular phenomenon. The lost district of living memory lies beyond this rift, you see. Previously informed you that our beautiful city was comprised of 4 areas, but this was not always the case. Numerous other ones strived, till one day reality was irrevocably altered in an attempt to bridge our world to others, and several districts were consumed in the process. Among the area lost was a resplendent amusement district known as Dream Barrow. This rift, however, allows us access through its streets once more. We take a cursory gander of the place for ourselves, since we're curious to know what became of it. But there's nothing amusing about it. Quite the opposite, actually. We were promptly chosen out by a horde of angry ghosts. After decades disconnected from living memories, ether's supply, you must assume that the endless who reside there are no more. The once idyllic atmosphere has been marred by a dismal shroud. My dear sir, our poor Grimsborough has warped itself into a place of nightmares. His return to us as a lost soul would. Longing for connection, the beings within have come to call it this stray burrow Deadwalk. Now that it's reconnected with living memory, its presence is a risk to the city, so we'd like you to brave the Deadwalk and shed some light on this mystery. Alright. You have my thanks. I regret that I cannot give you a tour of the place myself, but I know that I should be with you in spirit, spiritual. Dreamsboro, a district of living memory long thought lost interdimensional fusion, rises from the rift after decades of disconnection. Yet what lies beyond its gate is not the dazzling paradise of Constance's memory, but a land marred by shadow and haunted by vestiges of the endless who once called it home. You must venture into the twisted grounds and quell the lost soul's agony once and for all. The phantoms within do not take kindly to the living. Oh, there's water here, actually. I know that sounds silly, but it's nice to see the water. Seems like most of the stuff... Oh, you can actually get some of it here. there's a fade here. Oh. That's funny. Give me a moment, I'll be back. Looks like I just arrived back in time, thankfully enough. Sorry about that. There it is. Word to our guests, just stay browse open for all eternity. Oh, look at that. Just my bad. Oh, your typical tank and spank, isn't it? There we go. Oh, okay, so we gotta have to be away from those T-pods. Okay. Here? No. Oops. There's the balloons. Oh, there we go. Oh, careful. Last boss. Oh, careful. Oh. Oh, I see. Shoot. Not your usual tank and spank, is it? Well. Oh, Ghost Duster, I see. So Ghost Duster, you don't want to become a ghost. There we go. Right. You're back. Was the dead walk as haunting as we expected? Let me get this straight. You met a disturbed mascot, attended a Twisted Tea party, were assaulted by a sky wheel in a merry-go-round, and fought for your life in a haunted house. Endless house to be precise, and with that my suspicions are confirmed. The days when Dream Barrow yet flourished, Endless House often had held plays with volunteers from the audience. These volunteers would be cast as story heroes and tasked with rescuing a captive princess from Tamari, Lord of Nightmares. That sounds awfully similar to Gem's experience. Precisely thus, I believe the Dead Walk's monstrous resonance for given life had linked memories of the Endless who once called it home. As its name once implied, the district was built by those Endless who loved to dream. The park itself likely gained a mind of its own. Leaders perhaps it too harbored the hope in it that a hero would gain its form as citizens found a desperate wish for freedom and from home. So as I understand it, when Queen Svina and Geraljeff first attempted interdimensional fusion, a few areas within living memory suddenly vanished into the rift, including Dream Barrow. As the endless souls within began to fade, their memories and desires fused with the very essence of their home to turn the Dead Walk into what it is now. Considering the timing, we have to assume the district's reconnection is due to Her Majesty's last attempt at interdimensional fusion. But with Tamri gone, those lost souls should finally be able to rest in peace. I am not entirely certain, but the rift did close upon Gem's return. I only hope your hypothesis is true and their role in that hollow performance is concluded. As has mine, I suspect. Long have I served as a guide eager to bring joy to every visitor who passed through living memory's golden gates. But I now see now why I remained. I was meant to perform the final act of guidance, to lead you both to those lost dreamers. I do not wish to dampen the mood, of course, so I shall take my leave, but I could not be prouder to serve my fellow citizens, and I could not be happier that you were my final guest. For all my friends, thank you. Goodbye. I pity him, but I think it's best to let him go. We should return to Solution 9. Your good deeds will still need to go reward after all. I'll meet you back there as my real self this time. Look at it. Job well done, Gemma. With the dead walk anomaly taken care of, Oblivion can return to its regular surveys of living memory. We'll have to decide carefully how best to handle the former haven of the Endless, but I do know one thing for sure. It's our duty to uncover the mysteries of the heart of living memory and what it was made for and what horrors it would keep it running so that we never repeat those mistakes. I like to think that's what the Lost Souls would have wanted as well. That's what will drive me forward. Thank you again for helping. Safe travels. Okay. There's one more dungeon. I'll probably do that next stream. I just wanted to do one stream today. Probably do the next one later. Okay. Oh, alright guys, I think I'll be ending the stream for now. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys all enjoyed watching, and I'll be off for now. So Lego, at the logo, Slungaful, and bye for now guys. Take care.